All right, folks, welcome back to week two. This is End All Be All. Before we get into our Grand Arena matches, quick update on my Jedi Knight Luke farm. I did manage to unlock him with a couple of days left to go, so that was pretty good, and I managed to get him up to I think gear 7 or 8 before the lock of the Grand Arena week. So we will have Jedi Knight Luke at gear 7 with two Zetas for the rest of our Grand Arena matches. So I'll get to showcase him a little bit on offense. So excited about that. All his abilities are maxed. Obviously missing a few gear pieces to take him higher, but excited to play around with him. For now, I've just modded him for survivability, but I think we'll find some good use for him, and also pretty low speed. Yep, just 109. So that is Jedi Knight Luke. But what I'm more excited about is Vader. As you all know, there's been a really big update on Vader, and this is something I'm really excited about. He's become such a fun character to play. I've modded him for offense with some potency as well. Not much, 71%. I think I could definitely bump up the potency to more than 100%. But really excited about his abilities. He's really coming into his own right now, and this is how I always pictured Vader to be. So, the fact that he's able to beat Rays and potentially even solo other weaker B teams, that's basically how Vader should be. So really excited about that. It's good to have another tool under your belt to be able to take down Ray. It does require certain modding and certain turn order, but we can talk about that if we face a Ray and we need to take Darth Vader down. Um, all right, so let's go ahead with our match and see who we are matched up with this time. We are facing Noi uh, from Thylaxi. He's got an ultimate Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, which he usually keeps on offense, especially if the opponent also has a GL. 310k lifetime banner, so pretty decent. So let's see what the offense defense records are. 847, so really good offensive player. Not as many defensive holds, 211. I believe I have, let's see how many I have. 843, so offensive record is almost the same, and defense mine are about 415. So I've got about double the number of defense that he has, but about the same offensive record. So let's go in and see whether offense or defense wins this time. Quick update about my defense. Now I knew that since my opponent 80 to 90% of the time keeps ultimate Kylo Ren to take out opposing GL, I decided to keep a B level GL Ray team at the south, just with tons of taunting tanks and healers like Barris and all that. Because even if I kept my heroes in there, it would be one shot by SLKR for about 47 banners most likely. So might as well keep a B team, force him to waste his SLKR there, and then use my heroes in another team to really stretch out his roster on offense. That was my goal over here, to keep this team. I've kept L3, who's obviously going to be a pre-taunter. I've kept Zalbar, who under Ray is also a pre-taunter, because what Ray does is she uses Lifeblood and does her ability to get under 100% health, which triggers Zalbar taunt. So essentially in this comp, both Zalbar as well as L3 are going to be pre-taunters, and then Holdo will taunt somewhere in between as well. And Barris is going to be there to basically heal them and to prevent to get some health recovery on crits. So it's just a tanky team with all the damage being done only with Ray. But I'm hoping to draw out the SLKR here. And then I've got a Grievous squad over here, nothing too fancy out there. And I've kept some tough teams up north. Kept my Darth Revan without Basti. I've kept my Shakti clones, kept Gas on offense. And then I've kept my heroes under Finn, which becomes a really good comp. My Finn is Hero Finn is really fast, 243. So this whole team is going to go right at the beginning, give everyone Inspire and then Counter Chance. And then I've got a decently fast OG Poe as well, so 293. So he's going to be getting the turn meter train rolling with getting the taunt up. And the main damage dealer over here is going to be Hero Poe as well as Finn as well as Resistance Trooper, who will get tons of turn meter with all the exposed synergy. So that's the front zone over here at the top. At the back out here, I've kept my Grievous. My opponent sometimes goes Malevolence on offense, so I kept the Ahsoka version of Grievous up front. And down south, I kept a Django under Newt with Nest, which is a relatively tough team to take out, at least steals banners. And then we've got Night Sisters as well, which is also a banner stealing team. Now for my defense, I've seen my opponent keep some really heavy defense like Gas and Darth Revan and some other teams like that. Occasionally the Kylo as well. But for me, given I think you might have seen my defensive holds and history and all of that, and he's kept a relatively light defense up top. The Bounty Hunter team, nothing much to take out. Almost all these teams are G11, G12, so nothing much at the top. Kept even the teams down south. The Grievous team with Watt might get a little tricky, but the Night Sister team also is not that relicked up. So I think I'm not sure if this got something tough at the back, so I have to reserve some good teams for the back. But we're going to go ahead and get started with this zone. I'm going to use my regular Jedi Knight squad against Grievous. So let's go in and see if they have enough damage to punch through before Watt creates problems. All right, I'm going to give this to Yoda. This is interesting. I'm not going to do the AoE since B2 has already been triggered. Let's go ahead and focus down on Watt. Let's give this to him. There, Watt is down. Savior has been triggered. Now we need to go after B2, and hopefully this guy won't do too much damage. Grievous. Looks like it's a high potency B2. I'm just going to use a basic. Let's hit B2 for a little bit. Okay, Basti is gone. Let's actually give this to Yoda and get B2 to go again, Grievous to go again. Okay, let's heal everyone up and get everybody back. I actually want to give this to Jolie first so that he can get everyone back. Let's keep going after him. Let's stun Grievous. Excellent. I wonder if we need to. Let's save the big hit, the mark from this guy for now. Yeah. Okay, we will need to revive everyone back. I don't know if that'll be possible. Ooh, so close. Let's keep waiting. There we go. Managed to get everyone back. Whew, that was pretty close. All right, let's. What do you want to do? Let's reduce some turn meter over here. Let's pass this back to Yoda. Spread some buffs around. And now let's mark. Yeah, it always gets dicey with Watt. But I think we're fine right now. Let's call Yoda. Reduce some stacks and big hit. Let's get everyone back up to full health. Spread some buffs around. And let's call. Who do you want to call? Let's call Revan. See if he can't finish this guy. Oh, Yoda didn't have the. Should have called Yoda. I didn't know that Yoda didn't have his master's training, but that's fine. Now let's call Hermit Yoda. A little bit of healing. 59, not bad. From where we were, we had twice in the match where Jolie was the only one remaining behind. So from that situation to recovering to 59, I've got no complaints. Happy with that. Did get dicey, but those are the advantages of having a relict tanky Jolie. All right. Now against the Night Sister team, I'm going to use Vader in there, but with Boss Lead. Boss Lead is usually great if you see 1000 lead just because of the tons of healing that they provide. And I'm going to use my Vader in there because there is a feat where you need to use these 5 characters to complete the feat. And I've always wanted to try Vader against Night Sisters, especially against 1000 lead, because Vader can apply ability block on everyone and prevent the plague from going out. That makes it a really good counter. Plus, Boss Lead by itself is pretty good. Boba is there for the execute and prevent revives. I would have been happier if Django also was in there, but my Django is on defense. So I'm going to take these guys in and see if they're able to get the job done. Okay, let's taunt. All right, now let's get into this mode. Let's see, who do you want to get rid of first? I'm just going to apply ability blocks on everyone. Ability block here. Can we get rid of someone? Yeah, let me just apply an ability block. Another AoE. Okay, so looks like Talzin has died due to dots, so she can be revived by Daka, but let's just go ahead and kill off Spirit. Okay, let's heal up everyone some more. Excellent. Plague is gone on everyone except Vader. But Vader also, the plague will go because as soon as these dots expire, the plague does end up going. He has tons of healing by himself as well. All right, let's apply some more dots. Let's keep going after this guy. Let's see if we can't take out... actually, let's apply an ability block out here. And stun. Excellent. All right, let's enter into merciless mode again. See if we can't take... Yes. Oh, I've forgotten that zombie still had 2 revives. Okay. Let's... I think the revives are done. Okay. So she died due to dots. Let's kill her, and excellent. So I think we have full health and full protection on everyone except for IG and Vader. That's fine. 58 banners. And I managed to complete this feat, and I believe the dinner party feat as well, because I think Boba as well as Vader are both part of the dinner party feat. So I think we should have both those feats completed. Let's see what's at the back, and then we can make a plan. There we go. We have gas over here, which is what my opponent loves to keep, and we have a Newt squad. Excellent. I think we have enough to take down gas. So let's. I think I'm going to give it a while because we still have 4 hours left. I'm going to give it a while, see if my opponent goes, and then I'll make my plan. Okay, let's go ahead and take out the gas team first. Let's see how it's modded. Gas is modded for health, not much damage, so tons of protection. So it's going to take a while to get down, but damage is not as much. Let's see how the arc is. Modded for damage and 257 speed. Okay, not as fast. So I'm going to use my Stormtrooper Han, Chewie, Watt, and Vandor team. This is what I usually use. And I used to climb for about a month or so in the arena with this. This is something that Clash and Vega came up with. I love using this as a counter to Stormtrooper to Gas, just because it saves some good meta teams as well. Plain old CLS with Han and Chewie can also be used, especially if you have C-3PO also with you. But this team, I think, should get the job done. All right, let's go in. So the first thing you need to do is find Rex and stun him, and then give the weapons tech to Han. And then I'm going to do this and give some buffs to Chewie with Never Tell Me the Odds, so that Vander Chewie, so that the damage taken gets reduced. See, otherwise these guys will target Han and get him down. Now the weapons tech to Stormtrooper, the taunting tech to Stormtrooper Han. Okay, now gas goes down, and now we target 5s. Let's stun him, taunt with this guy, give this to Stormtrooper Han, and then the med pack to Chewie, Vandor. Let's see if we can't at least get 5s down. Excellent, so we're able to get 5s down. Let's reduce the protection and tenacity down a little bit. Okay, so gas is not hitting as hard, which is good. Let's keep going after him. It's tons of protection though, so it's going to take a while to get down. Let's keep going after him. It's not looking that great for Han. Let's do that. Let's get some protection up. Almost down. Ooh, that was bad timing. Okay, let's give this to Chewie and see if we can't get some other characters down. Maybe ARC Trooper, and then let's get this guy down. And there we go. Okay, now we just need to be able to survive. I don't know if we'll be able to do it. We might need a gas cleanup team. Yep. Okay. This didn't go as planned. Rex's Annihilate came up a little earlier than expected, which was unfortunate. But I think we should be fine. We can get a cleanup crew for gas, and then go in and take care of him. Usually this counter works, but really tanky gas, it tends to delay things, and then if Rex gets his Annihilate off, then there's nothing you can do to get Han back. Alright, so that we weren't able to completely clean up, but we should be able to clean up gas pretty easily. But I want to see if I can take the other teams down first. I need to be able to recover banners, so I have to do some interesting things to be able to recover as many banners as possible. Let's see what I want to use as a cleanup. Okay, so we have a few good squads. We've got a Padme squad, we have a Geos, and we have... oh, we've got tons of squads for cleanup. Okay, not much of an issue. Let's make a plan and come back. Okay, let's go and clean up the lone gas first, and then we can take care of the others. And for gas, I think I'm going to go in with this squad. There's no pre-taunter, but I think these guys might be able to survive one gas AoE. And I've got Savage for the kill, Thrawn for the fracture, Basti for the fear, and Darth Traya for the isolate, which, since he won't go into kneel down position, he shouldn't be able to shed the isolate, and isolate prevents counters, so I'm hoping that does the job. Okay, let's just go ahead and fracture him and isolate, reduce cooldowns on Thrawn, so that his isolate comes around again. His fracture comes around again fast. Let's keep working down on him. Ability block, excellent. Let's save the fear for now. Let's pass this back to Basti so that she fears him. He's staggered, so this should do it. Now fracture will come around again. Excellent, good control. Let's do this. Excellent. Now Savage should be able to get the job done. Okay, 40 banners, so did manage to relatively save it with decent banners. Not ideal, but I think it'll have to do. Okay, now what do we want to take against these other squads? Against the Bosk team with Nest, I think I'm going to take in my Geos full squad, because I want to see, because I'll need to be able to get Nest down pretty quickly. Let's do that. Let's save the big hit for now. Keep going after Bosk. Now we can get rid of Bosk. Okay, who's dangerous now? Boba, he can go around taunt. Okay, no longer. Okay, these guys are healing, but that's fine. Okay, let's cleanse everyone and try to see if we can't get rid of Boba. Let's do another big heal. Get rid of him. Now we just have to keep attacking Nest and wait for the big hit from Spy to come around. Okay, let's just keep going. Let's apply an ability block. Next turn, I think we will have Spy's big hit. Let's just ignore that for now, and let's keep going after Dengar. Apply ability block there, excellent. Let's do this. I'm going to save Spy's big hit still. Nest is slow and not coming around. Maybe I should just take my chances. Alright, big heal. I think I'll take my chances with Nest. See if I can't land a big hit. Let's slow this down. Nope, not enough. Wait, I think Spy wasn't stealth at that time, or was it? Okay, we need to give offense up to Spy. See if we can't finish off Dengar. Okay, Dengar is gone at least, so no more of those thermals. But we need to see if we can't land another big hit on Spy. On Nest. Let's save that for now. Okay, Spy should have come around now. Oh well, let's keep going. There we go, 700 something. Okay, 54, not the best banners, but at least it was one shot. Because we are running slightly low on teams. Let's see, against the Geos, I think I'm just going to go with my Padme squad. Yep, full Padme squad. I think that should get the job done. My focus is going to be one shots for everything now. Okay, let's give this to Annie. Didn't apply buff immunity, but at least confuse was applied. Let's go after spies out in the open. Okay, let's get some protection up on everyone. Get rid of all of that. And do a big AoE. Getting there. And let's do a basic. That should get rid of him. He'll come back again, but no problem. Should be now. I think enough courage has been built up that we can get rid of some of these guys. Yeah, that's a good thing about Padme versus Geos. There's so much of protection recovery that it's never really these guys' survivability is never really an issue. Okay, now we should get rid of him, and this should get rid of call everyone to assist and get rid of him. Maybe 57 banners is what we'll get. 58. Okay, so far so good. I think as long as I'm close to 60 I should be okay. Let's see, what do we have to take this out? Yeah, I think we have our JTR squad, which should be enough for this. Maybe I should use my gas against that. Let's see what I have remaining. I have my Wampa, I have my CLS, I have crew. Yeah, I have my crew team. Yeah, I think the crew team should be fine to take this out. So then what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to use my new Luke, Jedi Luke with General Skywalker. I think these two guys should be more than enough for this team. This team is relatively slow. There's no damage over here apart from mission. And there's tons of survivability and all of that. But I think these two guys should be more than enough. My General Skywalker is going to go before everyone, and then he's going to give Luke a turn, and Luke is going to stun everyone, and by that time everyone's speed is going to get reduced, and then Skywalker should be able to finish the rest of them out. So let's just take this team in, see how it does. There we go. So let's do this, and now let's apply an irresistible, unevadable stun on everyone. Excellent. Big hit from this guy, and that's it. Look at that, 63 banners. Excellent. My guys didn't even lose protection even once. So pretty simple. So effective team to take against low B teams which don't have much damage, and especially if you can outspeed them with your own team. Gas gets tremendous amount of damage under Luke, and that first turn stun of Luke completely neutralizes the enemy. So managed to make up a few banners over here, and it was an interesting match. 63 banners. That was enjoyable. So even with a G7 Luke, you can find a way to undersize and get decent squads. Okay, so Scott has malevolence over here. Let's go ahead and take our own malevolence in a mirror, which is not really the most fun thing to do. And then we have to take our JTR against this. So let's I think I'm gonna wait for my opponent to go, see how he does against my defense, and then I'll know how much of room I have in these two battles. Because my opponent doesn't have gas, they have their own SLKR for my Ray, but they don't have gas. So that means they might, in my opinion, struggle against some of these teams out front. Let's see how they do, and then we can decide what to take against those two. We still have 4 hours, so we've got plenty of time. Catch you guys shortly. All right, so we have less than an hour left to go for the attack phase to end, and here's the situation. My opponent did go, but struggled on quite a few of my teams to end at 18-14. Let's take a quick look at what all he did. One shot my Rey, no surprise that I used as a ultimate Kylo. Struggled quite a lot on my Grievous squad. Took down B1 first for some reason, and then slowly worked his way to Grievous. So 4 battles there. Everything was one shot over here, probably a mirror match against Darth Revan. A couple of battles against the Finn team, which was good to see. So splitting up the heroes from Rey did give me at least one additional hold. One shot the Shakti, no problem there. And then on ships, I did struggle a little bit. It was very close to beating it in one shot, but I saw the battle. After the first battle, there was just a little bit of health left on 5s, just a red health. And then I think his 5s must have done an AoE and taken out his team. So he went in and cleaned it up for 48 banners with the second team. So keeping Grievous on defense did prove to be effective. And then one shot the sisters team, but quite some battles to take out Django and Nest. Both of them were remaining behind till the end. So that took a few battles. So glad to see that held on for a little bit as well. So we've got a little room to clear up these last 2 teams. I mean, as long as I clear the board, I win. It's not much of an issue. So let's go in against the Malevolence first. I'm a little nervous about the mirror. Things can go sideways, but let's just go take in our full team and see how we do. So let's see. We're gonna take in our Separatist squad. That one, and then I always like to take in my IG unit, just for the extra heal that it provides. And then what else do I want to take? So in case my opponent has decided to keep in Han, the Millennium Falcon, I'm going to take in this one, the Ebon Hawk, for the extra cleanse and dispel, so I can target the Millennium Falcon. So we're going to go in with a full squad, and hopefully we will be able to one-shot it. Otherwise we'll have to clean it up with our rebel fleet. Alright, so what do I want to do first? I think I want to try to focus down on Hyena Bomber. Let's cleanse this guy and attack. And let's keep going after him. Okay, 1 stun over there, not a big deal. Maybe I should have saved that stun. Okay, so he's gone ahead and done his thing, and we will go ahead and bring in our spy, and I believe this one is the original one, Vulture Droid. So let's get rid of that first so that we don't have to worry about the Vulture Droids. There we go, Millennium Falcon. Let's keep working down on this guy. Alright, so we finally get to go with our Vulture Droid with a Hyena Bomber, and looks like our Sunfac is gone. So let's finish off the enemy Sunfac, and let's get a few more Hyena Bombers, Vulture Droids on the board. Okay, now we need to start working down on this guy, the Hyena Bomber. Okay, let's do that. And let's keep working down on him. Let's get in our IG 2000 unit for some extra heals, because we definitely got to need that. Okay, so now we've gotten rid of everyone with the exception of the Millennium Falcon. Now let's just I want to avoid giving them turn meter, so I'm just going to keep doing basics on some of these guys. The other advantage of doing basics with your Millennium Falcon fleet is that with your fleet from Separatist fleet, is that they get overcharged when they use basic. So that's always good to see. That gives them tons of extra banners and all of that. tons of extra defense and offense. So I'm going to use the basic on Hyena Bomber so that he dispels, that gets cleansed, and then the other Vulture Droid gets dispelled as well. There we go. So we have almost everyone free from Vulture Droids, and we don't have the enemy Hyena Bomber to apply more. I don't think I can avoid killing some of these guys off. That's fine. I think we might just have to target them the old-fashioned way. Okay, we lost one more ship. Okay, so he stunned my ship. But I'm having to, let's see, what do I want to do? Let's get some more buzz droids going around. And now we can target the Falcon. Alright, let's just do this. Get rid of that. And I'm going to try to target the... Yeah, so now the enemy ship is stunned, so we shouldn't have a problem clearing this off. So terrible banners 55. Wow. This is the reason I hate malevolence and offense. It gives you terrible banners. I mean, there's nothing you can say about it. 60 and above, 65 is typically what you're aiming for. Malevolence, yeah, it wasn't the best banners, but then I think keeping my Grievous on my Negotiator on defense cost my opponent more banners, so it was a fair trade-off, I think. Alright, so now this last team, Scarif Rebel Pathfinder is no threat. I think I'm just going to take in my... I just need to clear the zone and I win, and I've got plenty of offense. I've got resistance, I've got first order, and a bunch of other characters. So what I'm going to do is, I've got my Wampa as well, CLS, Scion, Nihilus. I've got a rebel team. So what do I want to do against this? I think my resistance squad should be able to take this. Let's go with that. And if you're not able to clear it, then we can take our Kylo Ren against that. So these guys, maybe a hard hitter, or should I go in with the... Yeah. Okay, let's go in with these guys, the Wets, BB-8, R2-D2. I haven't used the Wets on offense in a while, so since relicking them, I'm curious to see how these guys perform on offense. So let's go with these guys and see how they do. Alright, so first things first, let's push some turn meter back on this guy. Let's hide everyone except BB-8, and let's start working on Droideka. Alright, Droideka's gone. Let's apply an ability block on Newt so that he doesn't get any extortion out. And good thing is our Dooku is ability blocked as well. Let's do this. This one is going to stun him. Let's do that. Very satisfying. Man, these guys are great. The Wets. Let's what else can we do? Okay, let's just push this back a little bit and keep working on him. Everyone else is hidden or have damage immunity. Let's hide everyone again. And this guy's damage immunity is gone, so let's just take him out. Okay, and let's finish him. Excellent. And this one should get it done. Let's slow it down a bit. 58k. Okay, not bad. 58 banners. Relatively simple. I think I should use the wets more often. They don't have any way to recover protection, but especially under Finn, they can form a decent counter to the Geos as well. All right, so we are at about 1898, almost made it to 1900. I think the ship battle was pretty weak. 10 banners I lost out there, but overall I think it was a good match. I one shot everything with the exception of that gas squad, so that I would have got probably 20 points more if that would have been one shot. But otherwise it was a pretty decent match, won by about 80 banners or so. Couldn't prevent the full clear, but did manage to cost my opponent quite a few banners. So overall pretty happy with my performance. The way I like to look at Grand Arena, the way I like to measure success is not by, I mean, I know a lot of people like to go with getting into the top ranks of the leaderboard, or getting high lifetime banners, or things like that. For me, those are secondary considerations. For me, the most important thing is I need to win in every single match, and the second thing is I personally really like to maintain my defense to offensive record at above 50%. So that's just about the place that I am in right now. My offensive battles are about 851, defensive holds are about 425, so exactly at about 50%. And today's match actually helped quite a lot, because I managed to get about 10 holds on my defense, so I consider that a success. I wasn't able to prevent the clear, but at least I got a decent amount of holds. So that's it. That's the status of the first match. Let's see who we might be facing in the second match. We've got a few good characters out here. A lot of them with ultimate GL. So hopefully we'll get to face someone who'll set any interesting defense next time as well. So I will catch you guys in a couple of days when we get to the next match. Until then, happy gaming and stay safe.